We are back on YouTube after a short layoff. I've been busy coaching one-on-one clients, get people to start their personal brands, um, working on my own personal brand, getting in shape myself, being a father. But I'm back today. And I'm back today. Let me put my belt to break it down to you what it takes to build a personal brand and the reason why you were not able to build your own personal brand. I've been thinking about it deeply for a very long time, and the more I think about it, the more I understand how easy it is to build a personal brand. Not only how easy it is to build a personal brand, but how easy life is in general. Life is easy. Everything you want to do is easy. Sorry. How simple, the right word is simple. How simple it is to build a personal brand, how simple life is, how so rudimental everything that we want to do is. And trust me when I say that, because I'm a person that does very deep reflections. I spend a lot of times with my thoughts. I analyze a lot. I know people who analyze these things, and I'm one of the people that analyzes the most stuff in most detail. Try to see angles. I'm obsessed with every single word that anybody says. I'm thinking about it. I'm reflecting about it, trying to think what are the angles, trying to read body language. Like, I think I'm dialed in. So when it comes to building a personal brand or getting the things that you want to become a reality, the key is you need to learn how to work. You need to learn how to work. That's the main challenge. And let's break it down in simple terms. Tomorrow you are doing whatever you are doing. Let's say you are an engineer, let's say you are a fitness trainer, let's say you are a doctor, you are a nutritionist, you are a comedian. Whatever you do that you want to create a personal brand, you are a fashion designer, you want to build a brand, whatever you do, whatever skill that you have, that you know there is a market for it, you know that you want to put out there to the world, you want to create a personal brand around it, being an expert on the topic, and so on and so forth. But the key for you to be able to achieve that is not you having the skills, because clearly you have the skills, you know you have the skills, but learning how to work. Learning how to work is not that you need to be a scientist, it's not that you need to be super intelligent, is that you need to know how to think, how to sequence things, how to get from your head out to the paper, how to get from your head out to the paper, then from the paper out to movement, to action. I will give you a simple example. Let's say I'm a fitness trainer right now. This is a simple example, okay? I'm a fitness trainer, or I'm a fitness trainer. Let's go with that. I'm a fitness trainer and I want to start building my personal brand. Okay, there are steps to it. What are the steps? I don't know, but I need to think what are the steps. Need to make a list. What are the steps? Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step... Okay, there are 20 steps, let's say. Okay, I just wrote down the steps, but these steps are probably not in the right sequence. So I need to figure out what is the right sequence of these steps. Okay, step number 1, step number 2, step number 3. Now you have the steps in sequence. Okay, you know how to work. You thought about all the steps. You put it in paper. Now you correctly made a sequence. Now you if you know how to work, you're gonna estimate how long each of the steps will take you to implement. Let's say step number 1 will take you 2-3 days. Okay, so for the next 2-3 days, you will assign a specific amount of time, let's say 3-4 hours after work, to work on step number 1 without distractions, to make the very best that you can from step number 1. Then you go to step number 2, then you go to step number 3, and so on and so forth. You know how to work, you know how to organize yourself, that if I call you on Sunday and I'm like, so regarding the personal brand, you said that you would Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday work on the step number 1. Now is Sunday. Are you at least on step number 2, step number 3? And you're like, no, I actually didn't even start step number 1. I didn't have time to work on it. What you mean you didn't have time? So you're a boss. You want to have a personal brand. You are your own boss, entrepreneur, and you miss work? Or if your boss tells you you have a deadline to do something, you're not going to show up and do it. Of course you're going to show up and do it, because you have that mentality, slave mentality. My boss tells me what to do and I do it. And then when I myself tell me what to do, I don't do it. You know what I mean? You need to learn how to work. You need to learn how to write on the computer, probably, if you want to build a personal brand. You need to know how to, even if you don't write well, I mean grammatically, you need to know that you can write your text and then probably use ChatGPT or any other application that is known online, or Grammarly or whatever, to correct your grammar. You need to know how to work, meaning you know that you are not the best copywriter, you know that you are not the best at writing, you know that when you write grammatically doesn't make sense, okay, but you have the ideas, but you know how to work, so you know how to pick the tools to improve your work. This is all a skill set, a stacked skill set that you need to stack up in order to be a strong personal brand. Then you need to know, okay, I'm doing a personal brand, so what's the logic behind my personal brand? What am I teaching? What is the value that I'm providing? What are the pillars of the values that I'm providing? Where is that written? Can I just systematize that I always know what value to give every single day? Where is that written? Where is that organized? Okay, cool. I have that. Now, you want to make a post. Do you know simple things like clean the camera of your phone before you start recording? Good lighting before you start recording. A good fit, black or white or whatever. Even if it's not black or white, at least a good fit. Something that makes you look good. Whether it's fashion, whether it's like simple black like I'm wearing now, but something that makes sense to be on camera with. Grooming, everything. Like, you need to know how to work, and to know how to work, you need to have worked. You need to have worked a lot. You need to be in love with working, because only with the experience, unless you are a genius, most people, you are just regular folk like me. Only with experience and working a lot, you will get all of these details aligned. Or with a mentor, somebody that will tell you, pay attention to this, pay attention to that, don't waste time with this, don't waste time with that, pay attention, But simply, I don't want to rumble a lot about this. I don't want to go in circles about this, because this information is simple. I don't want to make it more complicated than it actually is. But for you to have a personal brand, for you to have success online, for you to be an online entrepreneur, you need to know how to work. You need to know how to organize your time. You need to know how to communicate information. You need to know how to set up your desk to film, how to set up your materials to film, how to clean the memory of your phone before you start shooting anything, how to have your devices charged before you go out and shoot, how to use editing apps, like little things, how to get ChatGPT to do some work for you. You need to know how to work. And sometimes you can have a profession, you are a personal trainer, you know how to do your work as a personal trainer, and that's awesome, but you don't know how to do your work for personal branding, because it takes a little bit more organization, it takes a little bit more of office work, it takes a little bit more of a kind of a personal assistant, journalist, actor, content creator, video editor, copywriter type of skill. You can be very good at going to the gym and lifting the weights, or being very good at lifting the weights and helping people how to lift the weights, but then you're not very good at writing the program and putting the pictures all together and creating the systems and using the apps. And for personal branding, you need to know how to use the apps, how to write the beautiful programs, how to write the text, how to hype up stuff, how to promote, how to do marketing, how to do sales, how to do public speaking, how to do drawing. You need to be a machine of a lot of elements stacked together. Again, knowing how to work, so then you are free to build your personal brand. You know everything every day what you need to do, and you don't get stuck. Also, to have a personal brand, your mind needs to be limitless, because there will be so many hurdles that are natural, that come your way. But if your mind is not limitless, you will just like give up. You will just be like, oh my god, I'm doing this job for like a month straight and I have no results. Oh. Your mind needs to be limitless. Your mind needs to be, I will do whatever it takes. I will get the coaching. I will get the programs. I will do the work. I will do the work again. I will do the work for as long as is needed. I will get as many coaches as I need. I will invest as much money as I need. I will go broke behind it. Your mind needs to be limitless. You cannot be thinking about giving up. You cannot thinking about, oh, I deserve this, I deserve that. No, you don't deserve shit. You don't deserve shit. There's no, I deserve this, I deserve that. There is, I will work until I achieve what I need to achieve. And this is the mentality that you need to build a strong personal brand. This is the knowing how to work part. This is a lot of the knowing how to work part, is to stay calm even when you're not having results. Stay calm even when things are not looking the best. Stay calm even if you're not making the money that you think you are supposed to get. And understanding, knowledge is always the answer. Always in the action. Okay, you're not getting the sales that you want to get. Okay, you're missing some. There is some piece of the puzzle, some piece of the messaging, some piece of what you are offering that is not working, and it's okay. You will figure it out. Oh, the posts are not working. Yeah, Instagram algorithm is still working. Instagram still wants people to stay on the platform. It's just you need to figure out what is it that you are doing that is not appealing to the app to push it, or people is not vibing with it, so the app doesn't push it. You know what I mean? Because the algorithm is people. And this all is tied together with knowing how to work. I could be here for days and hours going about this simple topic, but as I said, it's a simple topic. Getting what we want in life is simple. Getting out to build a personal brand is simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. And it all stems from knowing how to work. Let's go.